guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. And guess what? I missed you guys. It's been like a whole month since we was on break, guys. Welcome to season 10. Trump has been that long. Welcome to season 10 of the Money Zone, exclusively on ripradionetwork.com. Guys, I'm so excited to start this season off with another amazing topic. So much under me and my team's sleeve. We got some amazing guests coming on the shows. Guys, this season 10 is about to be lit. Okay. So in tonight's show, guys, we're going to talk about, did Bank of America hoodwink all of the small businesses that apply for the PPP forgiveness? And I'm also going to throw in the discussion about the Bank of America first-time home buyers credit that they're offering as well. So guys, we are about to go in. So if this is your first time watching the Money Zone, if you're watching us on Instagram over here, if you want to see us live, head over to ripradionetwork.com. On YouTube, ripradiotv.com. Trump, you're going to have to give me all of the links again because I know you didn't move some stuff. So you guys can check it live on Rip Radio. But if you guys want to catch the replay, you can also check out where all podcasts will be housed after about 24 to 40 hours of each show. If you want to stay on top of all of the shows, head over to bit.ly/Folasade Radio. So you subscribe to the radio show so you can know what guests we're having. Send me your questions, topics that you want me to discuss, and everything, guys. So what we're about to do, like normally, we're going to take our little 2-minute break. Give me some time to get myself situated, share all of the social media platforms, and this also give you time to get your notepad, share the video, and grab whatever libation or whatever drink that you're drinking with us tonight, guys. So share the video. We're going to take our 2-minute break, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. And we're back in season 10. I know you guys missed me. I actually really did miss you guys. I just missed running my mouth a little bit. But yes, guys, let's dive right into tonight's show. So guys, we are talking about Bank of America. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the streets, have been seeing what's going on, have been seeing everything that's been happening, right? But Bank of America, guys, is starting to receive major backlash. And I'm about to share my screen. So for all of you guys that are not on Facebook and that's not on Rip Radio's YouTube page, you would not be able to see my screen. So if you want to see our screen, head over to Rip Radio on YouTube or on the website if you want to see my screen. All right, guys, so you guys can see my screen. It says Bank of America, after refusing loan forgiveness, Bank of America hits PPP borrowers with inscrutable finance charges. Okay, guys, here's what's going on. Just to give you guys some context and everything, and then I'll read the article a little bit as well. So between you and I, you guys heard it first. Bank of America is not the only company that did it. Okay. PNC, Wells Fargo, all of them guys. I was even fussing and fighting with PNC because they actually went into one of my clients' bank account and took all of the loan money back while we were finalizing our PPP forgiveness application. So it wasn't just Bank of America, guys. So don't get tonight's topic all just focus on Bank of America. A lot of these banks took advantage and did not forgive a large portion of the PPP loans that they gave out. Okay. So, but Bank of America is being scrutinized because they have a very large number of loans and it was across the board. So let's dive in right into this. So this article says Bank of America has refused to forgive some of the loans it made to small business owners through the Paycheck Protection Program, an early COVID era program that gave business owners money to cover payroll and other costs to help keep them afloat during the pandemic. The loans were supposed to be forgiven if used correctly. Remember, the loans were supposed to be forgiven if used correctly, right? But Bank of America forced borrowers to use its own portal rather than the Small Business Administration, giving business owners limited recourse to appeal when their applications for forgiveness were rejected. Now, those business owners are faced with paying back loans. I just told y'all that PNC went into one of my clients' accounts, right? Now, those business owners are faced with paying back loans will be converted to grants, and they've been hit with another surprise. The bank is taking huge, see, this is why Bank of America is being scrutinized right now. The bank is taking huge portions of their payments in the name of finance charges, okay? Bank of America told The Intercept the charges are for interest that began when the loans were dispersed. Unforgiven PPP loans, according to the SBA rules, should accrue 1% annual interest. But business owner says that the bank didn't explain the charges on statements or elsewhere, and they haven't been given information on how much interest they need to pay or the schedule for doing so, leaving borrowers confused. Problem number 3, demoralized and in the dark. One business owner's statement showed over $700 from a $2,000 payment taken. See, look, I'll be honest with you guys. You know, my team sent me some of these articles. I do not read this stuff, guys. So a lot of times, just for all of my new followers, I apply my real life, real business, real situations. So when I was giving you guys the context about Wells Fargo, PNC, to my client's account, I didn't even know that this article referenced that same issue because I don't necessarily, because I do a lot of my own research on my own and read the laws, and then my team send me the articles, then I connect the dots. So just to give you guys some context, okay? So it says one business owner statement showed over $700 from a $2,000 payment taken by Bank of America for a line. Okay. It was stated as finance charges, while another listed a finance charge higher than the amount of that was put towards the loan principal. Long story short, some small businesses, as we said on tonight's topic, is being hoodwinked by Bank of America. So agree and disagree a little bit with the article. Number one, a lot of the banks, not only Bank of America, even a lot of the lenders that wasn't necessarily banks, they all had their own portal. So they can't say that because Bank of America forced their borrowers to utilize their portal was where the deceptiveness began. No, that is not it. Okay. The deceptiveness began when they started to now kick back and say, oh no, I need this information, kick back. But let's really be honest. Did they use the money for what it was correctly? Did they sit down with the accountant and the accountant told them you need to use this money for this and see this money for that and then this money for this? See, because let me be honest with you guys. A lot of this stuff may not have been fact checked either. So this is why I don't necessarily agree with articles. And this is why so many people online be mad at me and be saying stuff. Is because I don't always agree with what they put out in the news because I believe in propaganda, ambiguity, and all of that stuff. Okay. So the truth be told is that did they actually use that funding for exactly what it was? Because remember, guys, for it to be completely forgiven, you had to use 60%. 60%. I don't have my other calculator. Let me get the calculator, guys. 60%. Let's say, for example, your PPP loan was $1,000. I don't even need a calculator for that. But let's say your PPP loan was $1,000. You had to use $600 of that strictly for payroll. And then the other 40% could have went for your rent, your utilities, and everything. And see, this is the thing. Was this article verified? Yes, Bank of America and other banks have been doing some shady stuff, but it also goes back to the borrower. Did what we would do? Did we provide them with the information that they requested? And also, did we submit the forgiveness application within the time frame? There are so many contributing factors that were surrounding that PPP forgiveness stuff. And I'm not saying that the article is wrong. I'm not saying that the person that lied. I'm just speaking my truth. And these are the issues that come into play. Did we do everything right on our end? So now let's go back to the article. We're about to share the article again and finish reading. So we're going to skip a little bit because they just ramble and talk about the interest and everything else. It said the SBA confirmed this. If the borrower did not receive full forgiveness due to an excess loan amount, then the borrower must repay. See, look. You were supposed to only get, for the PPP, a certain percentage of your revenue or a certain percentage of your net income. If you had a net loss, originally you didn't qualify for PPP. So this is why a lot of small business owners that were really small, that didn't make a profit, they was upset at first because they originally said that you had to have a profitable business. Then they realized, well, dang, some business could be not profitable, but still, have employees and things like that. So then they said, okay, we'll take it by your revenue, which is your top line number. Okay. So they ended up taking the top line number. So that allows so many more small business owners to really come and apply. The problem here, and this is what I've been telling you guys for the past 2.5 years, they didn't calculate the amount of the loan correctly. So they were supposed to only really receive $15,000, but they received $20,000. So that means you received an excess amount. That excess amount have to be repaid, y'all. See, a lot of these problems we're having is because you guys did not consult with your professionals. We're going back to what I've been asking you guys for 8 years. Live streaming, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, for 7 years. From day one, when I've stepped online talking to you guys, I've been asking you, stop shortcutting your accountants. Even if you pay us little consult here and there to review your and there, you need to be able to have somebody you need to pick up the phone and ask some questions for, because I think that's where the problem is arising from. They probably didn't realize that there was so many policies and protocols to this and didn't realize it and do it right. So guys, if you're watching this on Instagram, head over to Rip Radio on YouTube. If you guys want my screen, guys, don't forget to also follow my YouTube channel as well, Folasade TV, if you want to see all of the replays after it's aired on Rip Radio and all of the other content that's getting so many people pays in a bunch because they refuse to watch my full 1 hour content. They're making so much scrutiny off the 5-minute, 2-minute, 90-second clip my team pull. So head over to Folasade TV, my YouTube guys, so you can always catch the full video to get my full perspective and my full opinion on everything after we air it exclusively on RipRadioNetwork.com. Okay, so let's go back to the article, you guys. And guys, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to share this up with your colleague, your friend, somebody. That shady person that told you to try to get the PPP and you was like, no, boo, I'm not doing that. Send this to them too. All right, guys, so let's go. I'm gonna skip a little bit. I don't know. The person says did not explain why the charges. Okay, because the bank has listed the sums as finance charges on the statements, not interest payments. Business owners have been assuming that Bank of America is taking extra fees, adding to their confusion and anger over the entire process. How is Bank of America allowed to make a 3% fee off of this? And now they're charging these ridiculous finance charges, said Amy Yassiger, owner of Events Entertainment Company Jazz in Illinois, who has a PPP loan with Bank of America that the bank has refused to forgive despite her assertion that the bank itself helped her apply for the loan. And see, this is another problem. Guys, is your bank your accountant? I'm waiting. No. If the bank, this is why I don't like when y'all even use your bank as your financial advisor. They don't have your best interest at hand. They care about the bank, their relationship, and their loyalty is to the bank, not for you. And see, a lot of times you guys have to understand that. Remember, these are, let me say this lightly before y'all bash me, but I really don't care if y'all bash me or not. These people are placed in these positions and given these programs and not necessarily trained completely from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 throughout the process. Okay. These are not the people that create the policies and the processes and all of this stuff. So when you have your bank manager apply for things, when you have the clerk manager or whoever have all, they're not the ones that laws, making the programs and reviewing it, honestly. Okay. So they may not know all of the ins and outs, but y'all got y'all back. I keep telling you, accountants rule the world. We are the ones that back everybody up that has a retainer or that has retained us to be their accountant. Bank of America has theirs, and you are supposed to have yours as well for situations like this. All right, let's go back to our article, y'all. Okay, so where we leave off. Okay, so it says, who has a PPP loan with Bank of America that the bank has refused to forgive despite her assertion that the bank itself helped her apply for the loan and that she used the money. She used the money solely to employees when her work dried up. See, now, this is the thing. If she solely used, and you're hearing it from me, I've read the laws. Every time a new policy is put into place, guys, I read all the laws. When the applications came out, I read everything. I do that. This is what I do, right? If Yaz ended up spending all of that PPP loan on her employees and ended up submitting the application in a timely manner, then Bank of America did hoodwink her, and she was supposed to get her stuff completely forgiven. Now, one issue I have at hand was, Jazz, was those contractors, boo, or was those really W-2 employees? If they were W-2 employees, she should be able to appeal with the SBA because the SBA also have an appeals process. So if it's 100% W-2 employees, not contractors, guys, then yes, Bank of America is doing some shady stuff. And be mindful, guys. And you guys also want to check if your PPP application haven't been forgiven yet, you haven't heard anything, check up on them, y'all. Check up on them. So it says the SBA has made it clear that banks are not allowed to charge small businesses any fees, especially since banks that issue PPP loans were already compensated for doing so. Together, PPP issuers stood to make $18 billion in processing fees from the government. And they gave, remember I told y'all in one of my videos, they only gave us $100. I don't even think I even got the $100-something per client, y'all. No. I didn't even get my couple of hundreds and $100 from the SBA, y'all, for doing the applications for nobody. Nope, they didn't rob us. Okay, so it says the billions in processing fees from the government. In mid-2020, Bank of America in particular was forecasted to make $755 million or 2% of its pre-pandemic revenue, based on assumption that it will reap an average 3% fee from each loan from the government. So that's true, guys. The government was paying them their fee. However, guys, once the PPP loan was no longer forgiven, and with the access protocols, then they could charge they could charge that 3%. That's really where the problem is. If you guys have gotten the excess amount, then that excess amount cannot be forgiven. That excess amount becomes an original traditional loan. Yeah. So it's a lot of people that's going through that right now. That access amount has become a traditional. That's what happens with a traditional loan. We have entrance charges. They can also classify some stuff as finance charges. And then you also have the principal charge, the principal loan that you have to repay. So yes, her fees might end up being, her total repayment might be $5,000, she said, because it encompasses all of those three things: the principal portion, which she was hoping it would get forgiven, the finance portion, and then the entrance as well. And remember, guys, they can use that word finance and entrance word interchangeably. Okay, you just have to read their terms and conditions of each company. Okay. So I'm going to share again, guys, and then we're about to wrap up with this Bank of America for this PPP forgiveness. I'm going to give you guys my input, and then we're going to take our little break, and then we'll be right back. All right, so Mark Cobb, the owner of Premier, this is another person complaining, y'all, only applied for a PPP loan because he was assured so many times by not just the government, the Bank of America itself, that it will be forgiven. But now that Bank of America has refused to forgive his $20,362 loan, he had to start making payments. He was the statement, He was the statement in which Bank of America took $423 as finance charges from a recent $569 payment, leaving just $146 to go towards the principal. This is crazy, he said. If I'm going to pay that loan off, I want every bit of it to go to the principal. But he knows that he has to keep making payment. Even so, much of it isn't even going towards paying off the loan. All right, guys. Oh, let me keep reading because I see something about contractors. I was about to stop and give my opinion. This is a long article, y'all. Cobb said that when he applied for a PPP loan, contract workers were still covered. No, it wasn't, y'all. It wasn't. This is why y'all have to have your own people. It wasn't. Contract people was never part of that program. As I said in one of my previous videos 2 years ago, their contractors had to have their own PPP application because they have their own Schedule C. See, a lot of it ain't just Bank of America Hoodwinking. Y'all don't have y'all accounting in place. Y'all ain't reading terms and conditions, policies. You know, I've made that little mistake here and there too, guys, but I didn't call the news because I done made a mistake complaining. Like, let's really be honest. Okay, so he said contract workers was covered by the terms of the program. It was only a week after he received the money. He said that the rules changed to exclude payments to 1099 workers, but his forgiveness application was denied because he had used the money to pay. Guys, this is when propaganda come into place. People were misinterpreting. It was so many people. This is why I fucking burnt out. This is exactly why I burnt out. It was everybody, boom, 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 trying to give information. And nobody fucking sat down and read nothing. So while everybody was giving everybody false information, me and my team was still coming out, but we came out with accurate information. I never once fucking said that 1099s was included. Whoever just set these small businesses up with their bogus ass information are rushing to put content out there without reading fine print. Y'all done got all these businesses caught up, and then they're quoting you, but guess what? They never retained you. And that's where the problem come into play. You guys keep quoting people that you haven't retained. And that's exactly what happened to Cobb, and that's probably what happened to Yaz. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, yes. Y'all done got y'all asses in some shit. You didn't have an accountant to monitor the process. I even had clients I called specifically. You better get this daggone PPP. I'm going to get it forgiven. And ask every last one of them, I got it forgiven. They listened to me when they got the money. I said, this is how you're supposed to strategically pay yourself. This is the amount of money you're supposed to pay yourself every week. I've set a consistent pay schedule for them to do it. I told them what to do, how to transfer the money, how to write the check, how to do this, how to pay the payroll, and they followed it, and every last one of them have gotten their PPP loans forgiven. So the question to everybody today, are you going to continue trying to take advantage of financial programs, having the financial team to back you up? Because that's exactly what I think what's happened. And if any of my clients are watching me right now and you remember me specifically telling you guys independent contractors supposed to have their own application, let me know. But y'all know I done said to check out the content. Scroll down 2 years, you'll see it. So Carl and Jazz and everybody else that's complaining, yes, Bank of America may have done something shady off the low, but off the surface of this article, guys, it sounds like they didn't follow protocols. So Bank of America, necessarily, this off the surface, guys, I ain't inside of Bank of America. They didn't hoodwink them if they didn't follow the process. This is why having your financial team in place for them to keep up with due dates, timelines, policies, terms and conditions is why some people get here, and why some people stay here. The Jazz and Cobb have their accountant direct them through that process. That's the question I want to ask you guys. So, guys, what we're about to do. Okay, so, I see some questions on Facebook. I'm sorry. Let me see you guys. Somebody say, let me add it here. I didn't even see, guys. I got to get used to Trump. How do I show it? Thank you, Trump. Thank you. So he said, I love you, lady. Keep doing your thing. I have a question about the student loan forgiveness. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. Is it a student loan forgiveness? No, I'm gonna have my team maybe do the student loan forgiveness, but I'll see what I can do. Student loan, what years are they using for the salary limit? I'm over, so I fear I will get nothing unless they use past years. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk about that on a different live stream because tonight's show we're talking about the Bank of America situation, but I'll specifically talk about the income limits. Oh, I did a video. Check the YouTube. I did a video already about that. I gave you guys the income limits. I shared my screen, walked you through all different parts of the program. So check that out. So guys, what we're about to do, I'm going to grab me something to drink. And guys, we're shifting over and we're going to talk about in our next segment, we're going to talk about this mortgage, first time home buyers mess. I know I'm about a little behind, but like I said, guys, I used to always put content out every minute that the news would do it. Then I realized that the news had so much false information. So I have to do my own research, guys. I stopped just trying to be the first to the market. No, I want to be the best on the market and give you guys everything and the truth and what's really happening. So I'm going to be like always a week behind. But if you really want to know the truth, you would tune in. So guys, grab your pen, grab your paper. We're going to take a quick little break. So share the video. If you're watching us on Instagram, head over to Rip Radio so you can watch us live on YouTube. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Folasade TV. Guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. So your refund can still be high. All right, guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the account, and we're in season 2. This is the first episode of season 2. And on segment 1, we talked about whether or not Bank of America hoodwinked some of these small business owners that didn't get their PPP loan forgiveness, guys. And the drum roll is off the external data. If I did have a little bit more data, I can let you guys know that Bank of America did do some shady stuff. But from off the surface, from what I can see, from what I can analyze, it sounds like and Cobb, y'all didn't do it right. I'm sorry. This is why it pays an accountant. Some of my clients in the chat, like, thank you for getting my stuff forgiven. We met all deadlines. We even had to wait 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 15 weeks for some of the clients. Like, we did our due thing in our office, guys. So now we're shifting. It's all about Bank of America tonight. Y'all should have wore Bank. Yes, right? Um, in this segment, we're talking about this first-time home buyers thing that's all over the web. I was about to jump out there. Then I started finding out other things, guys. So this is my perspective. This is Folasade perspective on the Money Zone on RIP Radio. Guys, ain't nothing new out the sun. That first-time home buy, $7,500, $10,000 is nothing new out the sun. It's a marketing tool as far as I'm concerned. It's a guarantee for them that they're going to have revenue come in when, guess what? The market dies down. What they're trying to do is get themselves set up. Here's why. We're about to dive in. So over the past couple of days, I've been doing a little bit of research, guys. And unbeknownst to, because I'm not a real estate agent anymore, guys, I let go my real estate license in 2009. I used to be a real estate agent with Michael's Realty, okay, over here in Maryland and the DMV, right? I let go my real estate license because I didn't want people to be buying because I knew that the housing market was going to crash. And it did crash. I told all my clients not to buy. They still bought and they all went to foreclosure. Every last one of them. Now, we're here. Bank of America, they came over this. Oh, they're getting so much publicity. They loving it. The PR, the publicists are like, yes. The program sounds great. But guess what? It's not just for Black people, y'all. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'm about to start sharing my screen, but I got so much tabs, y'all, that I want to show you guys. So we may have to be jumping between tabs. So like I said, if you guys on Instagram, if you want to see my screen, head over to YouTube. If you guys want to see my screen after the show, you'll be able to see it on my platform, Folasade TV or YouTube. But guys, I got so much stuff to show y'all. It's ridiculous. Where am I even going to start? Is that the small business one? Look, hold on. Okay, yeah, let's start there. First things first, guys. Let's start with a little press release. Bank of America introduces community affordable loan solution to expand home ownership opportunities in the Black/African American and Hispanic Latino communities. Y'all probably heard the basics about the day, so I'm going to go to the meat of it. It says this new program is in addition. So remember, and this is what I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. In addition, okay, to their existing programs, okay, they already have a lot of other programs. So this community ownership, home ownership commitment is to offer affordable mortgages to industry leaders, to offer affordable mortgages, industry leading grants, and educational opportunities to help 60,000 individuals and families affordable homes by 2025. Remember, I told you that this allows them to start making revenue 2023 going forward. This is their revenue guarantee. And guys, from a business perspective, this is very strategic. This is just like us setting up a launch now for our revenue in June next year. This is Bank of America's business launch. They just did a launch. They did a launch. This is a launch. This is just a launch, just like us. They launched a program. They just launched a new course, Bank of America. Yay, cool, right? Okay. So through this commitment, Bank of America has already helped more than 36,000 people. So we just heard about the program when? Last week? 2 weeks, y'all? And they already gave out the program to 36,000 people? So that means what? It wasn't really for us. They're giving us the remaining, the bones, the last little meat on the bones, the last little bit of the money. It says Bank of America has already helped more than 36,000 people and families become homeowners, having provided more than 9.5 billion in low down payment loans and over 350 million in non-repayable down payment and or closing cost grants. To date, 2/3 of the loans and grants made through the community ownership commitment has helped multicultural home ownership. Guys, if you don't know what news propaganda consists of, that's what it consists of. Multicultural, people of color, minorities. If they never say specifically only African Americans, right? That means it's for the streets. It's for the it's for everybody. What can I say? He for everybody. This for everybody, y'all. Okay. So this is a Bank of America has also has a 26-year relationship. And see, a lot of you guys probably know this, but don't know this. Bank of America also has a 26-year relationship with the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, NACA program, through which Bank of America has providing an additional $15 billion in mortgages to low to moderate income home buyers through May 2027. Let me give you guys some background before we go into details about these mortgages. It is more beneficial for Bank of America. Remember, a bank, if you guys have been watching me for years, and for all of you newcomers, you may not know this, right? If a bank is not lending money, they're not making money. Let's put that out there. I'm going to repeat this. If a bank is not lending money, the bank is not making money. So remember when I first introduced this segment, I said that Bank of America is just doing a guarantee on their income. That's basically what they're doing. Because if they're not lending, guys, guess what? They're not making money. And they also know that interest rates are going higher. The cost to buy a home is higher. And they have psychologists that are just as smart as your girl Folasade here. And they already know that we as Black people, we as people that are trying to get the door, we really only care about the amount of our payments, the amount that we can afford monthly. If we can afford it monthly, and that's with anything, okay, we're going to get it. What's really stopping most African Americans, whatever they want to call multicultural people, call it, right? What's stopping us is the down payment. What's stopping us is the closing costs. So if Bank of America give us the little bit of closing cost, they will be able to guarantee that they will still have sales, because guess what? Remember, a bank don't make money if they're not what? Lending money. On top of the fact that they're able to lend the money, guess what, guys? They get to actually write off on their taxes the money that they're giving you for the grant program. So the money that they're giving, see, this is man, Bank of America, y'all winning over there, and I hate it. They smart. I can't even knock them. This is all business, y'all. They winning. They're going to write off on their taxes the closing cost, the funding that they're giving you, and they've also going to now garner the revenue from you because you got the mortgage. And remember, because the banks need to what? Lend money to make money. They will make money for the lifetime of your loan. Then they're going to sell your loan and make more money. But here's the thing. Let's go one step even further. Y'all about to be amazed when I show y'all all this stuff I done found. The economists are saying, number one, and I'm not going to show you guys what the economists are saying, but the economists are saying that this is not going to help. Black people need a little bit more than low down payment assistance to be able to, give me 1 second, guys, to be able to shorten the wealth gap. All right, guys, so I'm about to share my screen. And what we're about to do, we're about to see that this program is nothing new. All they did was release a program, just like all of us online influencers, y'all. Bank of America just pulled this, they just pulled a good one, made it seem like it's all special. It's not. It's not special. They always have these type of programs. They just did a launch. That's all. So what we're about to do is we're gonna go ahead on and put the office zip code. My office zip code 20774. Okay. So we're on Bank of America site. Oh, wow, this is not the one that I wanted. Hold on, y'all. Remember I told y'all I had so many daggone tabs. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all, because I had the tab that showed all of the different programs. And what made me so upset, y'all, was that it is a lot of programs. Do not get caught up just on hold on, let me go to my give me 1 second. Let me go internally really quick. Hold on, y'all. You know how like when they have them search things, y'all, you gotta it don't allow you to search on that page. Where is it? They remove it, y'all. They probably removed it, y'all. But what I did was I had searched. Let me see if this is it. No. I'm so frustrated. All right, so this is what we're gonna have to do. When I find it again, I may just have to put screenshots of my Instagram because I cannot even find it. Do I have it? Hold on, I think I found it. No, they're being shady, y'all. This is what they did. They did pull the fast one. Okay, so when I was doing my research, let me show y'all. When I do this internally on our sounding board, I did this 7 days ago. 7 days ago, I was on the Bank of America's website, y'all, and I was able to search all of the different programs. And they had an enormous amount of programs. $7,500 program here, $20,000 down payment here, $50,000 down payment here, in all different states, all over the United States of America. That's why I said do not get caught up on this one program, y'all. Take your time and go through their list of grants because they have a lot. However, and I'm pissed that they disabled that page. I cannot find it. And I clicked every page I had, y'all. They didn't disable it, trying to be secretive. What I found was, and this is what I'm a bit leery of, a lot of them programs was not tax-free. I'm going to repeat that for you guys. A lot of them programs was not tax-free. When they gave them people that $15,000, you would get a 1099 at the end of the year to file on your tax return. A lot of them Bank of America grant programs are considered taxable income. So before you guys jump out there and thinking that you win, oh yeah, girl, I'm about to buy this house. Yes, I got this grant money from Bank of America. I'm in, right? You get in, you go file your taxes. You used to get your little $2,000 refund. And then I got to tell you how much money I owe Folasade. You owe $5,000. Why? Because that Bank of America income from that loan, mortgage down payment that they gave you, that increased your taxable income. With that increase in your taxable income, increase your tax rate. With the increase in your tax rate, guess what? You don't qualify for earned income credit. You don't. I'm gonna wait. So guess what? Oh guys, let's flip it. Waiting for them to release. I want, let me find this page, y'all. Give me one shake. Trump, can you put on a little break? Give me 1 second so I won't feel pressure. Let me at least show them this page because I'm like so upset that I cannot find it. Hold on, y'all. No. It's not. They must have completely moved it. So on some of those, it'll say taxable income. But with this particular program, they haven't identified it. But one thing I did notice that it's not for just Black people, guys. It doesn't have a race. There's no specificities about the culture. It doesn't say we're going to decline whites. It doesn't say we're going to decline Africans. It doesn't say we're going to decline this. It doesn't say nothing. It doesn't have a color. But it does say that They're not going to only use your credit as a decision maker, as a decision factor. They're going to use your credit, your income, and they're just basically going to take an alternative approach to get you approved. So remember back in the day, guys, and this is where my real estate had come into place. We had the no doc loans. And that's why I got out the business, because with the no doc loans bankrupt the whole economy. The no doc loan says basically anybody can get, as long as your W-2 say you made some money, you don't really got to provide us with any additional paperwork. That was a program then. This is somewhat, now I'm not going to say, because I don't want to like make Bank of America look bad. This is just another program to have a loophole or wrap around the qualification requirements. And also, and I'm very frustrated because I also had the clickable link where it took you to the Treasury site, and it had it where it says, oh yeah, this is just a different type of financing, a different type of qualification standard or something like that. I'm pissed, y'all. And I'm not sure if I took screenshots. I'm gonna see if I took. I think I may have took some screenshots too. I think I did. If I did, I'm gonna show y'all the screenshots. If I did, short. But the issue is this, guys. Don't get all caught up in all these programs talking about, oh, they community. They are not doing it for us, y'all. For us to really achieve generational wealth and for them to curve the gap between whites and black, it's going to take way more than just a house. It's going to take a collective of us also getting and building not only the assets, but also the cash. See, remember, whites, they don't only have assets, they also have cash. They have liquid. They have assets. They have stocks. They have like so we have to just take our time and fight our own fight internally and take our own necessary steps. Stop comparing whites to black and black wealth to black. It's impossible when people got hundreds and hundreds of years ahead of us. It's impossible. Can we stop that narrative now? Can we stop trying to have us match up to them? We cannot, when their race started 100 years ago and we're just starting 5 years ago. Why are we putting ourselves in so much pressure to live like them? And what we should do is just strive to be great. And that is what we're missing in our community. We're not working together. We're not striving to be great. No goddamn house, no goddamn crypto right away. Fuck it. None of that shit is going to save us right now. We on Rip Radio. I forgot where we are. I curse on here, guys. If you don't want to hear me curse, just tune on. I don't even want to hear. Just cut me off if you don't want to. That ain't gonna save us. 1 million in a family ain't gonna save us. One house from me, from grandma, is not gonna save us. One loan from Bank of America. Remember, guys, because the reality is that that home is still attached to a liability. Yes, when the liability goes down and the value of the market goes up, the difference is your equity. But right off the bat, the moment you buy that house, you have debt unless you have built-in equity. But they're not telling you guys this. Y'all thinking if you buy that house right away, no, you got to at least pay it down. So you have assets, some value, some worth, some equity. Or the community value have to skyrocket. But getting a house, Bank of America, you tried, it ain't going to help the black. If y'all really want to help the black community, stop sabotaging us. Let us move up in your corporations. Pay us our fees, okay? Give us some of the monies that we supposed to be having so we can go to college, we can start our business, we can get us afloat. Then we might be able to really compete. But right now, this loan stuff, it ain't going to help us, Bank of America. It's really, truly helping you. Let's be honest. I see it in the numbers. I see the forecast. You're preparing and you're smart. So I clap for you. You're smart. You're preparing for your revenue in a year and a half, 2 years from now. Kudos, Bank of America. You're not trying to help the black community. So, guys, our time is almost up. We got 2 minutes. So, guys, tonight's show, I think it was lit. If you guys enjoyed tonight's show, make sure you tune in each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Tax season. I do take breaks during tax season. If you guys want the recap recap on Rip Radio's YouTube within like 24 hours. And then also, it will also be posted on our YouTube at Folasade TV. Subscribe, get notified of when the show is going live by going to bit.ly/Folasade Radio. Subscribe, send me your questions, send me your concerns, things like that. So my publicist, my team can now figure out what my topic is going to be. And remember, guys, I don't come up with my own topics. My topics are the rants. So this second topic is mine. If y'all want specific topics, y'all have to email us and my team will set that up, or, want me to talk about it. But I choose my little topics in the end. Second half is my stuff, my fun stuff. So yeah. So guys, I missed you guys. And like I said, guys, let's just start doing things the right way so you guys can sleep at night, because guess what? The people that's doing it right, they're going to win forever. The people that's doing shady, you're going to win temporarily. All right? Just getting out. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Good night.